When I say selfish women always win, I'm not talking about neglecting others. I'm talking about the kind of woman who no longer wants to be chosen, approved, or validated because she has chosen herself. She is rooted in self-worth. She is guided by self-awareness, and she is committed to self-mastery. So selfish in this context does not mean being reckless to others. It's a woman who knows her value, honors her needs, and moves through the world with a self-defined standard. But that is not what most of us were taught. We were taught to be agreeable, to minimize ourselves in the name of being easy to love or easy to manage. And at some point, we have to ask ourselves, who did that actually serve and what did it cost you? So the sun is playing peekaboo today, but welcome back to the channel. My name is Cherrelle, and in today's video, we're talking about how to be selfish. To be selfish in the way that I mean it is to stop negotiating with your worth. It's creating a life rooted in self-respect, not social expectation. We were not taught how to live in alignment. We were taught how to shrink, how to tolerate, and how to survive. But over time, that survival turns into a default identity. Being selfish is about disrupting that. It's choosing presence over performance, saying, I am no longer willing to live on autopilot just to make other people comfortable. Because when you shift from survival to self-respect, your relationships change, your career change, your voice gets louder, your standards get higher, and people will either rise with you or they will simply fall off. It's that you're no longer molding yourself around who you were told to be. You are making space for who you actually are. When you start focusing on yourself, you stop operating from confusion. Confusion is often the result of living on other people's terms. When you are disconnected from your own voice, your own vision, you will start chasing strategies, timelines, and expectations of what other people have defined as success. And with that, misalignment will show up in everything that you do. You will either find yourself stuck between 5 different directions because none of them are based on who you are. You can find yourself feeling exhausted by the routine of waking up at 5 a.m. to have avocado toast and drink matcha because these routines were not ever built around real priorities. Or you can even find yourself building a brand or a career that you will secretly resent because it reflects who you thought you had to be and not actually who you are. So on a personal note, sometimes selfishness for me shows up as choosing silence over explanation. It's declining offers that just no longer reflect with my direction, and it's unfollowing, unsubscribing, or even blocking anything or anyone that feels forced. Being selfish means giving yourself the permission to grow without needing everyone around you to understand it. And when this kind of selfishness comes from self-awareness, it indicates direction. You stop trying to be everything for everyone. You know what matters and you move like it. Your choices stop being around pleasing people and start being about what actually feels right for you. When selfishness is practiced with intention, it starts to shape your brand and the way that you show up. So let me give you a few real examples. Being selfish may look like turning down a brand deal because it doesn't align with your values, even if it pays well. It can be shifting your content from public facing, being on every platform, to a more personal, private, paid subscription base because you are done being overly available. It can be archiving your content and offers that just no longer feel aligned, even if they're still selling, because you don't want to carry the weight of showing up or doing something that doesn't reflect where you are headed. And sometimes it could even mean walking away from a project or a platform or a plan or a partnership that once made sense because you have evolved from the purpose of that very thing. So every time that you keep doing something that you've outgrown, you delay what you're actually meant to be doing. You hold yourself back by holding on to what no longer reflects your vision. What you need is alignment between who you are and what you are creating. That means letting go of the pressure to manage how things look, instead focusing on what feels good, what feels aligned with where you're headed. If being selfish means reclaiming your standards, your peace, your energy, and your direction, you don't need my permission, but girl, just do it. Because you do not build a successful brand, a business, or a life by staying available to everything and everyone. You will build it by becoming someone who knows what she stands for and isn't afraid to protect it. If you are ready to become selfish with your journey, I have several resources and tools that I've designed to help you build from where you are today. All of the details are in the description box box down below. I am so excited to work with you on your journey of becoming the brand. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe so that we can stay connected as you continue to become the woman that you're meant to be, one habit, one choice, and one day at a time. See y'all in my next video.